What is the worst thing you have found on someone else's phone? Not me, but a bartender friend of mine found a phone unlocked on the bar and couldn't locate its owner, so he punched in his own phone number and found out he was already in the contacts as Creepy J. When my college girlfriend and I exchanged numbers for our first date, I was already saved in her phone as Drunk Guy. Videos of my then husband descending into madness. He had gotten a traumatic brain injury, after which he took loads of videos of him going crazy. Last one, he was covered in vomit arguing with his reflection and had no idea it was him. 100% do not suggest watching someone you love like that. Trauma. My ex-wife's found a recipe for potato salad with raisins in it. I understand why you two divorced just from that recipe. My dad died about a year and a half ago in a car accident. I went through his phone after he passed and he had taken pictures of the bay near where he grew up the morning of his accident, and he had a half-written text message to me making plans to see me for Christmas. It's not like those things are shocking or awful in the way CP or whatever is, but it's shocking and awful in a way that it's a view into a life cut short. It was 2 days before Christmas and he was reminiscing about his childhood and planning with his children, and it all just ended in the blink of an eye. It guts me every time I think about it. That hurt to read. You have my deepest condolences. My ex-wife's iTunes on her iPhone was actually my account that I set up for my iPad. She was just too lazy to set up a new account. So I told her if she did that her iMessages would come through to my iPad. She said she didn't care until she started cheating on me and I got the texts directly to my iPad. Don't leave us hanging. What happened next? Oh, by that point it was just generic domestic drama. She denied there was anything at first. I knew she was lying and we got divorced. It was just through her own stupidity that she got caught. Hanging out with a work friend after work. We would have a couple beers at this restaurant and he would scroll Tinder and I would help him decide on which way to swipe. Until we saw my wife, now ex-wife. That was not a great time. Edit. This exploded lol. 9 years on Reddit, now over half my karma is just this comment. Thank you for the supportive DMS. On you, oh fuck. That's brutal. It was I'm good now though. I found out my wife is dying after I read messages exchanged between her and her sister. I guess she was too afraid to tell me just yet. I waited till she wanted to tell me on her own before I told her that I had seen the messages and had already known. Damn, hugs to you and your wife. Hope you all are doing okay. Thanks, I appreciate it truly. We're trying to make every moment a good one, cause these moments will be our kids' memories. Found texts from my GF's secret lover. This was in the early 2000s, when phones were still super primitive. Her phone had that Snake game on it, and mine didn't, so I would occasionally use her phone to play Snake. The game would get interrupted if someone texted though, and sure enough, while I was playing, her secret lover texted her. I saw it, and then couldn't help myself and had to read the rest of the texts between them. Absolutely crushed me. Mild compared to a lot of other people's stuff posted here, I know. It doesn't have to be much to hurt. An old friend of mine called me frantically requesting I come to his house because he needed a witness. He feared his then wife was about to call cops and accuse him of domestic violence. I could hear her in the background screaming, Jose, don't believe him. I don't live close, but I was concerned and drove over. They live in a cul-de-sac and I could hear the screaming before I got in the door. When I opened the door, he was at the top of the stairs trying to explain she is crazy. She was trying to explain that my friend is a pervert. So, of course my immediate thought was he must have been caught fucking around. Well, to my shock and disappointment, she managed to yank the phone from him and she immediately started scrolling to pictures. She had to show me to convince me that my buddy I have known for over a decade is a pervert. She showed a dick pic. I was like, gross but okay. He started yelling that I sent me, which made me even more uncomfortable because now my buddy is admitting to receiving dick pics. No, he had taken the picture and had sent it to his wife's co-worker's daughter. She was 12. I had always believed that had I ever confronted a child predator, that I would fuck him up. I didn't. Instead, I made sure his wife was able to call the cops without him trying to stop her. The end. My nudes that I did not send to them. OWTF. It was really scary at the time, but it was years ago. I've learned to be more careful with my choice in partners and sometimes have a laugh about it. Emails of my ex trying to meet women from Craigslist for sex. My sister found these 2 weeks before their wedding. She was sad of course, but surprisingly calm and collected. She looked at me a day or two later and said, "I was about to make the biggest mistake of my life." They would have been a lot different of a situation had it been 2 weeks after. She got lucky, relatively speaking. A family friend asked me to look through her 12-year-old daughter's phone for any questionable content. I found several photos of her covered in bruises, bite marks, and knife cuts. She looked heavily intoxicated in each picture. After talking with her, I discovered her mid-20s brother had been drugging and raping her, with plans to kidnap her and marry her. I reported everything immediately and he has been in jail for almost 3 years now. It has traumatized me deeply. This is the worst one so far. Dude came to the job site to complain. Asks the number for the supervisor and when he pulls out his phone his screensaver is a guy holding a huge dick. I don't know if it was his own or someone else's, but damn. Edit. Oh good. My highest upvoted comment about some random guy's dick pic. Lovely. His screensaver? How bold lol. I was 15, found messages on my mother's phone about her failed suicide attempts and how she never wanted her kids to know about them. Didn't speak a word about what I saw. Internalized the fear. She successfully took her life less than a year later. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Found a video on my boyfriend's phone in high school of him and his friends stomping a litter of raccoons one by one, making the others roll in the gore. It was one of the most wicked things I've seen someone do. Promptly broke up after that. I can't even fathom this. I don't think I could hold back on someone if I knew they'd done this. And I am the furthest thing from a violent person. I'm speechless. Damn, I came here to hear stories of infidelity, but learned some people are fucking monsters. You saw the raisin potato salad too, huh? I was trying to help my friend change their phone case and a cockroach fell out. I had just finished having sex with my GF at the time. Literally, right after finishing she turns over and sends a text, then got up to go to the bathroom. The person responded with, "So you finished up with him? When is he leaving?" It was the dude she was cheating on me with. Pics of me sleeping with their dick next to my face. Most disgusting shit ever. Oh, and maybe an honorable mention. Pics of my ex cheating on me. WTF. That's so fucking creepy. I used to work with a chick who took her husband's phone to work by mistake. While showing a bunch of people photos of her kids, she stumbled across an HR folder and clicked it. The folder was full of CP. I watched as the blood drained out of her face and she became visibly pale and then sick. She threw up. I've never seen someone's emotions skin color change up so quick. It scared the shit out of me. I remember hearing her scream and cry while talking to the cops. When her husband arrived with her phone, they slapped the cuffs on him and he confessed on the spot. Oh my god, that's like literally gut-wrenching. I can't imagine seeing someone's whole life fall apart like that. Exclamation point. And the fact that they had children together. Yeesh. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Reddit videos.